Whoa! We did it. We did the wrong button.
It's okay.
How about now? There we go.
Hey!
This is the top one that was broken for some reason. We're rusty. It's been a minute. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, thanks. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Tim Fry, can you hear us?
Hi, Tim Fry.
Get any recognition that we can be heard. Anything at all.
Boop, 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 boop,
Yes,
boop.
okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. Okay. I'm getting all sorts of weird alerts. I don't know what's going on. Okay, guess what? So today we've got some minis we're going to unbox. I know it's been a minute, but we're also doing something different today. We've got some cool shirts. This one reminds me of, hilariously, Tim Fry.
Yes, that's him. With a backpack.
Yeah, so that's how you know it's not him.
I picked this one out because it's beautiful colors and it looks good with my eyes and it's got neons in it.
So, what are we talking about? So these shirts are, we've got an affiliate link with a new, I guess let's say partner.
Yeah.
So it's affiliate link. So if you want to go buy some cool shirts, get a nice discount. We get some little referral credits.
Be twinsies.
That's cool. Thank you. Check it out. intotheam.com/FryMinis. Oh, hey, DB. Watching from work while studying for school.
Thanks, DB.
Well, if you too would like to be a Bigfoot.
Or wear a Bigfoot. Or wear a matching Jelly Belly shirt.
Yeah, they've got a bunch of cool designs. I like them. We have some other ones that we'll wear in other streams, but this one we wanted to get started. True story. I like the sleeves like long.
Yeah.
And it hugs the arm, but it's not tight.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's I have a lot of like Bella canvas soft tees. That's what like my go-to shirt when I need to order something for work or something like that. And I really enjoy those. But this I would say is a thicker t-shirt. It's nice. It doesn't feel heavy, but it's a thicker cotton. And the sleeves are longer than I'm used to. And the cuff isn't as cutty-offy.
They're long too, which I like.
Yes.
See? So like this is where my belt is, and the shirt goes down, which I like because if I wear this with other shirts and like I'm bending over, probably not a lot of butt crack.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. The sizing is, I think I ordered like from the men's section, which was just
it's kind of like unisex. Right?
Yeah. Yes. So I just picked out this design because I thought it was cool. But yeah, the sizing for unisex tees, which is what most tees are, I think is good. And I don't really love a women's cut tee, so that Eric and I are wearing the same style and both comfortable in it says something.
Yeah. So I'm wearing a 2X.
I'm wearing a medium.
So if you want, take a look. I've got a link in the description / in the chat. Updating to the description. Maybe
I'd love to be a
someday.
Bigfoot.
There we go.
I think it could be a lot of fun to be a Bigfoot.
All right. Updated. There we go. Okay. So, thank you to Into the AM for sending us some shirts.
Yes, thank you so much.
Very cool. Okay. So, speaking of sending us stuff, WizKids has sent us some stuff.
Sure have.
Rivers, what's up?
Hi, Rivers.
Go get some t-shirts. I know you like t-shirts, bud.
Who doesn't?
One day we'll get the FryMinis merch store up and running again.
You know.
We had a one that I thought it was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I liked it.
But it was on Streamlabs.
Oh.
And Streamlabs. So we just kind of put it on pause. Just like we kind of did some FryMinis on pause for a little while.
These things happen.
We're trying to come back. Here we are. So WizKids sent us some stuff a little while ago. So this isn't brand spanking new. But we haven't really looked at it. We've opened the box, but we haven't gone through the minis yet. So these are some cool things.
Eric just muted a phone call. Yes, his ringtone is the Succession theme song. Would I put that as my ringtone? No, it would stress me out. My ringtone when my sister calls me is 9 to 5, of course. And my ringtone for other people is one of the Apple standard ones. But I get anxious enough when my phone rings that I don't need any help.
So we have Critical Role and Pathfinder.
Great.
Which one do you want to do first?
Pathfinder.
All right.
I have never played Pathfinder, and we don't watch or listen to or participate in Critical Role. So, as often happens, I'm going into these minis blind, but I'm thrilled. Why not? Blind in that I don't know the lore, I don't know anything about the characters or anything that we're looking at. I have looked at the box when it was opened, but that's as far as we went. Ooh, I hit a button. Okay. Do we switch cameras?
Oh, yeah, you said you hit a button. I've seen one.
Oh, I hit a, control with the box.
All right, we're still talking, yeah. Okay, so we are zoomed out. Maximum zoom out. You take the lead.
All right. This is Sindara the Sculptor, final form. I don't know what that means, but that's what we'll be looking at. The glare is intense. I like what I consider to be a Kenku on the box. I don't know what it is in Pathfinder speak.
Tengu.
The Tengu. Okay, looking at this more closely, I think I'm going to absolutely hate this. But, yeah, we'll see what's what.
Yeah. Let me bring this over a little bit.
Oh. Very securely packaged. I'm not used to seeing this additional support on a mini, which is great. I mean, I suppose usually they come in plastic as well. But this one, this one is so secure. This is fun. It's like a little puzzle to get your mini out. That seems difficult.
See ya. Bye. Thanks for stopping by, Bigfoot.
Thanks, Bigfoot. Okay. Yeah, I don't like this at all.
Well, remember, there's a difference between being disgusted by something and not liking it.
I know.
Okay.
This is Sindara the Sculptor, final form. You know, it looks like this is fused together in a way. Okay. I'm trying to... All right. This looks like something or someone fused together from multiple different parts, right? So we've got this kind of woody, spindly thing that looks like a nest of eyeballs, which I can't stand. Oh, it's a spider. It's not a nest. It's like fur texture, I think, the way that spiders have fur or hair. I think. I don't know.
DB doesn't like it either.
Thank you. Thank you. It's
bring up a little.
Multiple eyeballs, and it's unpleasant. And then it's got this sort of metal piece to it that's...
Yeah, I don't know
coming out of another metal piece, and it's got this greenness.
I like the tiny arms. Is that a tiny arm?
Oh. I think it is, because here's a bigger arm. Whatever this speck of red is interesting to me, but not interesting enough to make me like it. And then there's a person inside who's got glowing blue eyes, and I don't know that they're naturally like that. They've got long flowing hair, which is very pretty, but I don't...
It's like a weird Iron Man.
Yeah, and more eyeballs up here.
I think it's interesting how super big it is.
Yeah. I think,
So, take a look. This is huge, right?
Oh.
Yeah. So this thing is supposed to be gargantuan.
Yeah.
So
That's a big base
It's as
difference.
big as a Tarrasque.
I think this is an interesting sculpt. I've never seen anything like this before in this game or elsewhere, but I lived a blessed life before I saw this. I'll also say, not knowing anything about the storyline, I bet it's really cool. But as someone who doesn't, this just looks like a mishmash of sticks, spiders, trees, and metal parts.
These are the same size.
That's absurd. That thing is bigger than a house cat and weighs more. So, yeah. Rivers, I'm glad you think it looks cool.
Rivers, what do you know about it?
Rivers, if you know anything about it, please let us know. But, no, this is just odd. It looks like a mishmash of random things that looks like nightmares, but not particularly well-crafted ones. And I don't know.
I agree. I completely agree. I don't love it. I also, if it's as big as it's supposed to be, and it's a standalone mini, this is a small amount of plastic.
Sure.
For a standalone price.
Fair enough.
So now we're opening. You can do this one too.
Okay. This is the Pathfinder Battles Contenders and Champions Fists of the Ruby Phoenix Adventure Pack. So we should have several kind of like player type character minis in here. I don't know what all is in it. I think it's this, but I can't tell if that's just like the preview.
It should be.
I like that this box doesn't have the plastic front that makes that loud noise that really bothers Eric.
Whoa.
Oh, I have never seen this before.
This is a new style.
So, yeah, I don't know if these are meant to be a surprise, like that color water reveal Magic Barbie, or if this is just their way of packaging the minis more securely.
It's, I would wonder if that would rub off any paint.
We'll find out. Do. Bam, bam. Ooh.
Maybe this is like more eco-friendly or something.
Yeah, I can see that. Doing my best. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's okay. Hold it still for a second. So we still have... Okay, hold still. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, that should be paused. I need to focus.
This is multi-dimensional color, which I really like and appreciate. I feel like Pathfinder does a great job with their minis. They have fun and dynamic sculpts for Pathfinder minis, and this one absolutely delivers, and it's got fun paint colors on top of that. So an orange that we only see on his belt. Oh, this is Ghost Eater Monk. Okay. Orange that we only see on his belt. Red that's only on this kind of like talisman is what I want to call it. Yellow edging, green skin, brown pants. Like each color is uniquely placed. There's no like dump it in a bucket and call it painted.
Yeah, it's unusual. I think it's unusual to get this many different colors.
I agree. There's a little bit of a unibrow going, but I think that might be true to character.
Yeah.
And
Do
that's
you want
fine.
to hold the bottom up on the camera? You'd pull it away.
Ghost Eater Monk.
Cool. And FRP stands for Fist of the Ruby Phoenix.
Got it.
Adventure.
Do you want these back in the envelopes?
No, we can just buy one.
How about I do half this box and you do the other half?
If you want.
Great. Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah. So this is Hao Jin, Ruby Phoenix Sorcerer. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce that correctly. HAO-JIN. This is beautiful.
Yeah, she's classy.
I love the weird hairstyle she has with these like protrusions, antlers. I don't know what they are. But I love that, and that she's got ribbons on them. Her robe is really beautiful. It's
a really good fire effect.
Yeah. Is it a fire effect, or is it like a...
Like celestial radiant energy?
Yeah. Just because the wings are the same plastic, and the wings are very detailed as well. There's no paint on them, but there's like individual like feather texture that's really nice. Her face looks good. It's, very tiny, but not globby. I I don't know if this is just how it looks to me, but it looks like they maybe painted her face, like skin tone, in 2 different colors, so she's highlighted across her eyes.
I think that might just be some schmutz.
Fair enough. Well, her face looks dimensional to me, and that's exciting.
It works.
Yeah, again, distinct colors everywhere, and I've never seen a magical effect like this before. We've seen a lot of them, and never one that has this beautiful kind of like zigzag wraparound to it. It's really lovely.
Mm-hmm. That one's kind of the opposite of the big one we just looked at.
Yeah.
Just in volume of material.
Yeah, it's a whole lot on a medium base. Ooh. Okay, another monk-looking person. Rory, god of perfection. Irori. I don't know.
Yeah. This is a god.
Apparently.
Okay.
Yeah, more muted colors, but I would still say I think it's distinct still. So we get this strip of purple that we don't see anyplace else. The browns are different, I think.
I think the belt piece sticking out the back, the side there.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a monkey tail a little bit. Because it's pretty common to see monkey people monks.
Sure.
And so at first that's what I thought this was.
So too close to skin tone. It's distinct but too close this year. Yeah. Yeah. Cool pose. I mean, for 2 kind of one raised leg kicking monk type person in a box back to back, distinct poses. Very different feel. They don't feel duplicative. They feel standalone.
Totally agree with that.
Yeah. Your turn.
Oh, yeah. All right, what do we have?
Just gonna do the tape on these.
Okay. Ooh, okay, so we have, where are we at? Sindara the Sculptor. Okay, so this is the, I guess, regular version of the big thing. So that was Sindara the Sculptor final form, right?
Yeah.
So I guess this is like a building. It looks like a building, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
But that just didn't take place in the final form, so I'm not sure how that
Yeah, I don't know.
comes together.
But I think this pose is really cool.
Yeah?
I think this effect is really nice too. We need a Pathfinder person here to tell me what the heck the spell is or whatever is going on.
I would call it peculiar.
If it's like a portal or something?
Yeah, if I had to guess, I think a portal is what I would come up with.
Yeah. I will say our colors that we've been previously praising are very simple here, right? Black on blue on black, and a skin tone.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen painted detail on a magical effect before. Like a building on a magic effect, I don't think I've ever seen. So I can give credit for that, even though it's one color.
But I think it's such a dynamic mini that it gets away with the paint color.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
Michael R., the character is very one-dimensional and flat. I think the pose is great. The sculpt is cool. But I agree.
Are you saying that as someone who knows Pathfinder? Or are you saying that Mini is one-dimensional and flat, or the character is?
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't even consider that. There you go. All right. If you want to break them down. Up next. Ooh. Oh, we've got a bent one. It's okay. We have Halspin the Stung. Oh, Halspin the Stung. Catfolk Beast Singer. So he's bent here, right? So the heat gun can fix that. That's no big deal. But I think it's a pretty interesting color scheme. I like the bright colors. That's always nice because a lot of minis are dark.
Yeah,
right?
I've never
The
seen
mini,
that.
sorry. No, not sorry. We're just wondering.
Yeah.
But this is just brown plastic, right? I mean, maybe it's painted, but it's...
Might as well not have.
Yeah, like This is kind of the opposite here, right?
Yeah. I guess it wasn't a power pack of minis. It was we pulled the best one out first.
I think having more cat people minis is nice.
Yes.
I think having a cat folk beast singer. I don't know if beast singer is a bard that's animal themed or a monk. That's since these are all monks, right?
Sure.
If that's a monk, that's kind of bard themed. I don't know.
I think that the head of its instrument is a cat, and I really like that at the top of
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I like that the kitty cat isn't monotone and that it has spots.
I agree. But I would not give this a very high score overall.
That's fair, but I think you mentioned it's colorful, which I like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I've ever seen a mini dressed in that color of blue.
I agree.
And I think with the yellow and the purple, it offsets it really nicely.
Okay. Last one from this box. And what was this box called?
Contenders and Champions.
All right. Oh, this one's fun. Okay, this is Huldrin Skullstaltir, Ulfin Shield Maiden.
It's a lot of letters. Wow, yeah. A lot of letters.
they crammed them in.
Yep.
But yeah, first of all, I love this shield.
Yes.
I think that shield is awesome.
Yes.
It's absolutely cool. I think she's got some nice colors on there, some different fur colors. I mean, we obviously have some duplicate colors, but
yeah,
I think we've got enough variety that keeps it fresh. That face has a actually really, really good paint job.
Wow.
Where are we at?
Yeah.
We're wiggling. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really impressed. So those are actually kind of like stickers.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. But I think it's a cool mini. Look at that. A shield and a trident. It's good stuff.
I think some dry brushing on the fur cape would have gone really far.
I agree. But I don't think there's any dry brushing in this whole set.
I agree.
So maybe that's how they... Because we know they limit their like color palette.
Yeah.
So maybe they're like, okay, we'll do a style limit.
Sure.
What do you think of this lady here?
I like it very much. I like that she's got her hair pulled back out of her face, but it's still got those cool clips in the back, like beads or something. I don't speak hair, but I think it looks really cool. I like her pose, and I love that shield, just like you do.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's only have medium mini so we can stay zoomed in that much.
You got it.
All right. Up next, you.
This is another, and just to say it, I know we're zoomed in too close for the box, but just bear with me. Okay. Danger Island Denizens is this one. So the last one was Champions and Contenders or something, and this is Danger Island Denizens. I'm excited for it. Just to say, not only is there so much less plastic in these boxes, they break down so easy because the inside is just this nice, like this comes out and then collapses down, and it's very compact. So I love this packaging. It's fantastic, especially because with the clear plastic fronts, you often can't see because of the glare anyway. There's so many layers of plastic. This is great. Oh wow. Okay. This is Enforcer Warrior. Enforcer Warrior. And... okay.
Nope, a little more.
So, as we were just saying, the faces on these are usually stickers, but that doesn't mean they're always perfectly applied.
I think it's still good.
It is good, but her eyes are a little wonky,
Yeah,
and she did get maybe a little bit of paint at the end of her nose that I don't think is supposed to be there.
Brian Daly.
Hi, Brian Daly.
We're looking at some minis.
We sure are.
And check out the link in the description for Into the AM shirts.
You bet.
10% off.
Very cool garments that she's wearing. Her staff has a needle. I have a needle at the top of it, which is interesting. I don't think I've seen that before. And I like this neon-y color that she has. She's got simple shoes. She's not wearing battle heels.
That I agree with.
Which I haven't seen many battle heals, if any, from Pathfinder, but the bar is so low, we have to appreciate it.
I mean, I'm not going to say no.
Yeah, I like her hairstyle.
I really like the rose color of this.
Oh, the dusty rose?
Yeah, dusty rose.
Yeah. I think it looks good. You know, this one I think did get a black wash to it that looks a little gritty, maybe. That could be also kind of on the tip of her nose.
Yeah.
But, no, looks good. That is a unique accent yellow. Looks different but good. I agree.
Yeah. We missed you at ReaperCon, Brian.
We did. Ooh. Can you zoom out a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. This is a Manananangal. Manananananangal. I don't know what this is.
That's it.
Okay. This is haunting, to say the least. I believe that this wing is supposed to be curled around like this. It's not warped. Oh, yes, it is, because look, there's no body beneath it. It's got entrails hanging out of it.
Briefly, here's the, we don't need to focus, but you can see how it wraps.
Yeah, so that's not warping or anything. I've never seen anything like that. It's hiding the horrors beneath. I can't tell if this is a tongue coming out of its mouth.
I think so, or it's like esophagus coming out.
Its jaw is definitely snake jawed. You can see that white down there is its teeth, so it has unhinged its jaw. It's reaching for the sky, perhaps begging some sort of god for mercy and death. And it's very scary. The leathery, fleshy wings look really good. The long hair is further spoopy. Yeah. No, this is...
Yeah.
I don't like it, but it's...
Brian had a comment.
One day, if it's not during the twins' birthday or when they're finally able to join and go, oh, yes. I suppose, your family comes first, and especially twins' birthdays. That's, a 2-for-1. You don't want to miss that.
I like bubbly and LaCroix.
Great. Okay, this is a blue viper. Oh. Okay, so this is a rat-looking
Decimation.
creature.
Yeah, WizKids sent us some minis.
Hi, Decimation. Shocking, huh?
Go buy some shirts. Into the am.com/FryMinis.
Okay. I think this is really cool. Each of the various potions that it has on its body have a little black X on them that I think is meant to be like a string to kind of hold it in place.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So
the
practicality of it all is amazing.
The hand holding the sword, though.
Okay.
This is a small mini, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's small, and it is a little bit, he's thin. He's had a little much to drink and is leaning a bit.
No.
He also maybe only has one hand. I can't tell if this is a fist, but I think I don't think that's a fist. I think he only has one hand. His tail is pretty cute. The bottle detail really is cool. Is this a rat? Is this a kobold?
It looks like a rat person.
Yeah. Not the best paint job necessarily, but again, some bright colors. It is a nub.
It's a nubbin. Big fans of nubs here.
All right. That's it for me.
All right. Bottom half of the set called Denizens of Danger. What do we have today? We have Ranto, Frost Goblin Wrestler. Ranto, Frost Goblin 2? Ran 2? Let's say Ran 2. Ran 2, Frost Goblin Wrestler.
It's TO2, yeah.
I will always love the Pathfinder goblin style. I like that there are frost goblins. I didn't even know that, but it makes sense. We do earth elementals, ice elementals, everything. Why can't we do the same thing with the goblins? I mean, yeah, he's pretty flat. I would not give this an A+ on the paint job, but I think the idea of a frost goblin monk is very fun. Also, is this a hoop hack?
According to Michael, it's a hoop hack from Tenderlore.
Yeah. Yep. So it's a quarterstaff that you can use as a sling, but mechanically it is just the worst of both worlds.
Oh. I think this is the most wonderful mini I've ever seen in my life, and I would die for him.
Really?
I don't care that this mini isn't good. Like, I don't care that this mini is flat and not well painted and is like, I don't care about any of that. Look at this magical little creature and tell me that this isn't the best thing that you've ever seen. As Eric said, I love the Pathfinder version of Gabos, and I just think the art on the box is particularly good, and I see what they meant to do with this mini, and the way that I enhance it with my brain eyes is the best thing in the entire world.
Do you like that more than this kind of goblin?
Yes. Yes, because this looks like this I will always think of, especially with his feet turned in, is like how in Elf they couldn't get trolls to do anything because they weren't potty trained.
Oh. Yeah.
That's all I think of with that one.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, this is magnificent, and I want it.
It's yours.
I know.
All right. We got 2 left from this box. Oh, big guy. Okay. Brartork Galarian's Finest. Brartork Galarian's Finest.
Yeah.
I would play that character.
Yeah, he would.
Like, what is it coming?
Oh.
All right. Look at this guy.
Oh, I see him.
There goes in my old.
He's like Craven the Hunter meets... What's that guy's name? With the apes and Jane? Tarzan. Meets the Thing.
You want to know what he reminds me of, really? Is from Dragon Ball, maybe Dragon Ball Z too. Also, he's a human. He's like a wrestler.
Wrong crowd.
He does this all the time. He wears green.
Uh-huh.
He's like one of the 3 black characters on the show.
It's like Doctor Strange AD.
I could be misremembering that too, though. It's been a long time. It's like, oh yeah, he's conjuring spells. I mean, I like that he's meaty.
Sure.
The fists and feet of fire.
Yeah.
It's definitely. I give it full points for like creativity.
Sure, and I think it's rare that we get a pattern again on a printed garment. So that leopard print, cheetah print.
Yeah, like we're obviously like sloppy in there, right?
Yeah.
But overall, I think this is really fun.
Okay.
I think it's nice to see, because like humans, even a meaty one is generally the same. Oh, it's dripping if you hold them upside down. Yeah, these are slippers of spider climbing. We just hope his loincloth stays up. Thanks, Decimation. I think it's fun.
I don't want to spoil what's coming, but I just want... Look at how perfect it is. So, although the mini doesn't look like this is just the rendering. This is what I see when I look at that mini, because it's got a lot of potential, Kit DeLuca. And I just love it so much. It looks so mischievous and so lovable. All right, and now the worst one in the box.
I don't know what it is.
I do, and I don't like it.
Okay. Ugh. All right, this is a muckish creep. Yeah. So here, I mean, I don't know if he's really supposed to be leaning over that far. I doubt it. They rarely are. I'm sure it's somewhere around here. What?
Oh, just...
Yeah. Oh. Obviously, bare bones paint job. Red, a little bit of a wash. What a little cutie. He's got things sticking through him. Generic shuffling figure every game has. Yeah. I mean, you could throw this in as a zombie in a regular, like a D&D game. Say, oh, the red one, I'm going to attack the red one instead of I'm going to attack the green one.
This is like when Dee was in that M. Night Shyamalan movie and she wanted to show her face, but they dunked her in blood.
DB says, no, thank you.
DB is correct.
Yeah, that was like the worst one to end on out of all of them.
The winged bat, at least, was surprisingly gory instead of just a mess. All right, we're going to go up a size in boxes. This is the Tournament of Trials from that. And this has lots of non-human characters. Humanoids, but not typical people. So there's a Tengu I'm excited about. Okay.
I'm also excited to be reviewing these minis to clear up more space in my office.
So this is a larger box than the last two that we did. Eric is going to love having this stuff all over his desk. But again, I appreciate that it's not plastic.
Not French fries.
I can't use the words that I want to right now.
Here, drop it in the... So we put all this stuff in a big box to recycle it, so don't worry, y'all.
Okay, I'm understanding what's happening. Over here are the small, or the medium-sized creatures, medium and small pouches, and then there's a large... two larges kinds of things over here. So that's what's going on. That's why we got cardboard.
You want to just do
scraps.
these ones first?
Sure.
That's fine.
Shadow Yai. Y-A-I.
Ooh, look, it's like an evil giant bard demon.
This evil giant bard demon.
And look at the smoke. Is that faces?
Oh, the smoke has skulls in it. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, the smoke has skulls in it, and this person has an eye in the middle of their forehead. And then more skulls here. I will say the skull on the shoulder and on the neckline are so not sculpted with detail that they just kind of look like nubbins. Tengu are so cool until they poop on your window.
Is that like a thing they do, or is that just a joke? Either way, it's awesome.
I agree. Yeah. Patterns I like are these bloomers? I don't speak old timey clothes, but I like
his understudy.
I love that. Kenku Tengu? Which one's that? Tengu. Okay. I couldn't remember if it was Pathfinder. Yeah. The wrinkling in the clothes is really nice. This is part of the sculpt. I think they did do a dry brush on it, but for the most part, this kind of wrinkling and rippling that you're seeing is part of the sculpt, and I think that's great.
Yeah, I think the sculpts and the armor are fantastic. I think those are great.
Yeah, his teeth are not. I can't tell what's going on there. It's just kind of a glob of paint.
Yeah.
So, very good though. Okay, Taiga Yai. So the last one was Shadow Yai, and this is Taiga Yai.
Like Taiga the rapper, the singer.
I don't know. It's not spelled the same.
Oh no, I bet it's like a taiga. Like
she's got the eye of the taiga?
No, like the climate. Right?
I don't know what that is.
Like she's wearing a big coat.
What does taiga mean?
I'll look it up. I'll do this.
I got nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what this person is with these horn hooks coming out of her head. They look like coat hooks. Not that that's a bad thing. Taiga Plains.
See?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Very interesting. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to hold a bow with the two fingers out.
I'm bumping in for a second.
Sometimes swampy, coniferous forest of high northern latitudes. Siberia. Oh. Okay, that's probably what that means. I learned a new geography term today.
Sure.
Okay. Her skin is, usually on minis they're smaller so you can't tell, but she's got a lot of skin here, and it's just so flat that it almost feels like a Goliath, how their skin isn't quite skin-like. But I think it's just a factor of the paint. She has arrows, an additional arrow pack in here. The paint job is subpar. Oh, I was starting to say, I don't know if this is the traditional grip that one uses for shooting arrows, but it's
when you're
notable.
Spider-Man.
Okay. I like this spiky bit. I think it's just brown plastic.
Oh, I do like that. That's a fun texture.
She's holding the bow the fancy way.
Boing.
I like her ponytail and that it comes up over and that there's a gap. It's like a separate mold between, it doesn't just like meld into one big lump on her back. The cuffs on her coat are nice. Yeah, the color scheme is a little bit flat. I'd say the coat is her showpiece. And her face is very well done. She's got distinct brown paint on her teeth as opposed to the last guy who just had a blob of white. All right, I'm going to do one more from this box. I'm hoping that it's a bird, and if it's not, I will take over when Eric unwraps the bird. It's not the bird. This is Yabin the Just. Oh. This, I don't know anything about this person, but, and I reference this a lot, this looks like a Goomba from the live-action Mario Brothers movie. It's got a very simpleton jaw, and...
I like the hair.
The hair is interesting. At first I thought it might be like rocks, just in the shape of a mohawk, but I think it's meant to be hair, the way that you and I probably have hair. The legs are in a timid pose, I think, kind of standing strong, but not aggressively. It's nice. It's different. Mm-hmm. The paint job is fine. It's where it's supposed to be. It's not the best colors, but what they did choose is applied well. I don't know what's going on exactly here.
It's a clasp.
Okay.
I like that the Lady Taiga thing is bigger than the other guy.
I agree. Also, it might just look like dirt to the untrained eye, but there's like very tiny, very thin-lined detail all over this person's face, like face markings, like facial tattoos. There you go. I can't tell if that's a snake. And then...
Oh, wow. It's like a dragon.
Oh, okay.
And he looks like a snake person now.
He does. Okay. I still say Goomba, but yes. Okay. With this zoomed in lens, I'm able to see it. If I hold it close enough to my face, I can't even make out what it is. So I guess that's a testament to some very intense stickering, but also if it's so small and so thin that you can't see it without magnifying, does it really matter? Yeah. Still a very cool concept.
Oh.
Swaps.
Okay. Coming up next, we've got a brown bag. Something in it. Did you try to open this one already?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
They were all a little mushed.
Oh, this one's yours.
Hi. Okay, this is Razu Tengu.
That's not a sticker. Someone
Master
free-handed
Bard.
that tattoo. Yeah. Ant-Man.
Okay, so unfortunately, if this beak and feathers are different colors, I can't distinguish them. The beak might be black against a deep navy blue feather.
Yeah, I think
that's a crow. What is this?
A thing?
Okay. Well, this thing is strange to me. Doesn't have to be right or wrong. This other thing is strange to me. I don't know what's happening. I like
a bow.
The gold detail, some pretty emblems. This is a very fancy and important bird. Obviously, maybe it's Jonathan in disguise.
Jonathan!
Wrong universe, but fine. I think that the their attempt at a wizard sleeve.
Bop it.
Smash it. It has to be a bop it. There's no other option. I think their attempt at a wizard sleeve has failed because it just looks like a big block. A wizard sleeve would be hollow and have depth to it, and this just looks silly to the point that at a glance, especially against the white here, I didn't even know what that was supposed to be. I thought it was some sort of other white detail. So, a swing and a miss. But it's still a bird, and I love it.
We'll take it.
I just want to see the colors.
Okay. All right. Up next now. Oh, you won't like this one. Rivka.
Absolutely not.
Hello, you bug. Hello, you grosso. Hello, you gross bug. I mean, this is a cool bug. I don't know why we need a bug.
I don't.
I like the sacs. I imagine it can like roll up a little bit. But actually no, because if these are so far apart, if it rolled up it'd have a lot exposed. I like that it's got the underbits. Alright, Rivka's gone.
Thank you.
Okay, up next. Oh. Provincial Jiangxi Vampire. This we dealt with in Ravenloft in the book. No. In a book.
It was there.
It was based in Ravenloft. Alright.
This vampire has a pipe coming out of his forehead. I don't know if that's like for drainage purposes.
Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. Thank you for covering Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. If I remember right, it was a very specific Asian zombie. I forget if it was Chinese or Korean.
I think it was Korean.
Yeah. But it had like some sort of special effect that I don't remember what it was.
I remember hearing about this now, and someone in the chat knew more about it than we did.
Yeah.
It was very helpful.
I like down here. I like that red.
Yeah, I like the color choice on the trim versus the rest of the garment.
This looks like one of the contrast paint reds. But no, I love the teal and green contrasted with the red and black. I think that's a good look. I like kind of the sharp details on the face. I think that's nice.
Yeah.
And we've got a feather thing.
I think it's a broom.
A broom.
Or a feather duster, is that what you were thinking?
This is Harry Potter. Yep. Yeah, feather duster.
What's coming out of its face? It makes me think of From Wild Wild West, which I maintain is an amazing movie. Remember when that man had like the RCA gramophone thing for his hearing? But I think that's either a rearview mirror.
I think it sat up before in life. Like Cruella de Vil hat.
Okay.
And then it's fallen down because he's dead.
Sure. A hat that knows its wearer is alive or dead. The arcane teacher of cleaning your room.
Yeah. Well, it's not that the hat knows he's dead. It's just fallen into disrepair. Since he's not alive, he doesn't care to keep it up.
Well, it's blocking his line of sight.
Does he look with his eyes?
Vampires usually do.
Well, this is a flying zombie.
They usually use eyes. I got nothing. I don't know.
Jiangxi. I don't know how to say that. All right. We have last in the... Oh, we've got a dog person. Golden League Zune? X-U-N? Golden League Zune. Yeah, fox folk kind of people. Very popular. Very, very popular. He's got his cool little textured hat. His tail sticking right out. He's got a rope because he's up to some tricks or some adventures. I think the fox stuff can get real furry real quick, so I generally avoid that kind of thing. But I like that he's got the that kind of foot. I forget if it's digigrade or tardigrade.
Tardigrade is the animal.
Tardigrade versus tardigrade, I think, are different things.
So they're Chinese hopping vampires.
Oh, they hop.
So they are Chinese.
Oh, Chinese.
And what is in front of his face looks like a little list, maybe of people he needs to kill. I'm looking at like art from the book. It's like a little piece of paper that's got some writing on it, not a drainage pipe.
All right. That is that set. What was that called?
Want to take me for a walk?
Yeah. Oh, that is funny.
Tournament of Trials.
All right. Okay, we've got one last box of Pathfinder. And this is a big one.
Martial Arts Masters. I'm not going to zoom out because every time I touch the camera, it just shakes so much that it makes me feel nauseated.
Just hold it with your hand, so it's steady.
This is even larger than the last one, so it again has cardboard, paper, confetti. So I'm going to get rid of that off camera. Okay, this time I'm going to do the little pouches, and then Eric can do the bigger ones. It's another bird!
What?
And it has teeth, maybe. Oh, I don't like that at all. But Charlie would be so happy. Takatora.
Yeah, they're like baleen.
Takatora Diantengu form. Interesting thing about baleen, I have touched baleen. That was part of an event at my nephew's grade school. That was a science night my sister was leading because she's amazing. And the local science center loaned us some baleen, and I hated it. I hated touching it. It was disgusting. Okay, this is a bird who uses whips. I'm not sure what else
Metal
to say
whips?
about that. They do look like metal whips. And, you know, I'm thankful that they cover up his face because I don't like looking at his mouth, to be honest with you. But I bet it would be cooler if they were like this, more dynamic. The coloring is interesting. I also like that it appears this bird is wearing like a... this bird is pulling a Winnie the Pooh on us.
Ah, there you go. Yeah.
I wanted to say a tunic. This bird is wearing a tunic but no pants, which is different. It also has back plate armor that the wings come through. The wings are nice. This is weird.
Yeah.
And it's a little... He done been bending. So, yep.
I will say, you're fine, that Asian-themed things are not always my favorite when it comes to, like, classes or minis. I feel like not that anything here in particular, but sometimes they can get a little close to...
Yeah, I think for me it's difficult to know what's authentic and what just feels appropriative or stereotypical.
Yeah, that's it, sure.
That's where I have a hard time with it. I hope that Pathfinder, consulted with people who this matters to and that they stand behind it. Okay. So
Scrooge McDucking it.
That's exactly what it is. Thank you. Okay. Sayu Taknoa, white-haired witch.
Well, I like the white-haired witch part.
I am confident in my pronunciation of that.
Oh, look at that face.
Mm-hmm. She looks surprised, but not in a bad way. You know what? Her facial expression and her weird hair make me think of the sister from Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, yeah.
I think her real name is Edie, but I don't know what the character's name is.
What's on her shoulder? Is that a bug? A bat?
God.
Flip it over. What's on the bottom of the bat thing? Like a moth?
I can't. I think it's a moth. I think she's got a giant moth on her person, and that's clearly why she's making that face. I think this is a beautiful color. It's
some sort of flying creature.
deep purple magenta. I do like that she has a flower in her hair. I think that's pretty and a nice detail. I don't know why her hair is turning into spiders, as you can imagine.
It's lifting her up. She's like elevated by her hair. I think it's more evident in the picture.
Okay. I got the sense that her hair was turning into spider legs to elevate her.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I agree with you.
How else is your hair supposed to pick you up if not turning into spider legs?
I don't think your hair needs to pick you up. Or it could just be like one big ponytail instead of spindly, spoopy legs.
Okay.
Or, in this game, people just fly. So does her hair have to pick her up? Can she just fly or levitate, Anyway, a little monotone. Funny face. Judy. The sister's name is Judy. Another color that I don't know that I've ever seen on a mini before, so I appreciate that.
I do like that. And I also do like the flower.
Yeah. Cool. You can do the rest.
Oh, you got 2 more?
No, that's all right.
Okay.
I've done a lot. Especially because I took over for your burb.
New way to open these.
I didn't want to smush anything in the process.
I could feel its smallness. Boop. Yep.
Oh! Oh! That is the most intense thriller I've ever seen.
Okay. Yarika Biting Rose. Well, not my favorite one. Limbo Champ. Yep.
But reverse limbo.
Yeah.
So I don't.
I mean, I like her hat. I think that's cool. Ooh, here. Zoom in on this one. She's holding the camera for a second. Like that's on her face. That's like a print.
Okay.
What?
She's wearing a lacy boy short. So
yeah. Well, I'm just talking about her face.
I know, but I'm so confused by what I'm looking at.
Okay. Pretty cool black diaper. Yep. And this just the shape of this looks like she's got a tie on.
Mm-hmm.
I guess she's got a
cravat,
little wand or something. But yeah, look at like that.
What happened?
And as you know, we can do the heat gun. And
yeah. I've just never seen one that extreme.
And I don't know what's going on with the tassel jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like how many layers she's got.
Sure.
I think that's cool.
Yeah.
But no, I do like the hat. I think the hat's really cool.
I'll give you that.
It looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh thing.
Well, that happened.
From all the minis we've looked at, I think we had a pretty good track record.
Sure.
Of lady problems.
Yeah.
You ready for a cool one?
I hope so.
Jinhei.
It's shiny. Oh, it's beautiful and it's shiny.
Let's zoom out just a little bit.
Oh.
Does it glow in the dark? No.
No, I feel like they would have told us that.
Yeah. Use this as like a ghost warrior or something.
Yes. The effects around her feet are so cool.
Yeah. This is a great ethereal undead effect.
Yeah.
This might be one of my favorite of those, actually.
Yeah. Very cool.
Detailed sculpts.
Yes.
I like it. The only thing that would have been cool is if it was glow in the dark, I think.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even do dry brush on it or anything. Just keep it as is. All right. Those are the little ones.
I like the pearlescent effect on it. I feel like we see a lot of translucent minis, and I generally like them, but I've never seen a pearlescent one like this. So, that's cool. Is that a girl shuriken between... a giant shuriken between their legs?
Yeah, maybe it's like... she's like attached to it and flies through the air with it or something. I don't know. Like an Ioun stone, but with blades.
Sure.
All right. Which one should we do last?
The one you're holding.
Okay. Okay, this is Koto Sakura Onidashi sorcerer. Onidashi, like an oni.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm not sure what dashi means.
It's a broth.
Oh, but that's yeah. I do think this is a really cool mini. I like this whole style here. I think is nice. But you can see from the packaging. See all this brown cardboard dust?
Yeah.
I think I'm getting a little sniffy from it, actually.
Well, someone's a very sensitive little peach.
Yeah. He's like jacked, right? He's got the cool, I don't need armor on my chest because the rage in my heart. I love the face. Love the fangs. The pose is powerful and like, just come on. What do you want? I like this one a lot. We're a little bent here.
I like it. I just feel like we've seen this, maybe not this outfit before, but I feel like we've seen this mini before. But maybe it's just because we spent a lot of time in Avernus, and so I feel like I've seen a lot of big, red, bulky, super jacked, muscly dudes. So, could be me.
All right, up next, Rysho Postulant. Rysho Postulant Yeti Monk.
Oh, yes.
How cool is that?
Check that eyeliner, y'all.
Yeah. Very, very cool. Awesome pose. Really cool jacket flying back there. And here, so the wizard sleeve thing you were talking about before.
Yeah.
So like it's off to the side. So you're not staring right at it. Bright
and
white.
It's not distracting. Yeah.
But no. I've never seen a Yeti monk. I've never seen a Yeti as a playable race. I don't know. And maybe it's not. I don't know.
Sure.
Love it. Think is awesome.
I like that he looks like he's doing a snowboarding cowabunga pose.
Woo!
Yeah. Correction. We do not at a glance have any minis that look like that. I think I'm the red guy. I think what I'm thinking of is, yes, we had a long campaign where there were two different big bulky red dudes who we interacted with, and I can never remember which was which, so I always had to pull up a photo, and one of them looks like that. And I know that doesn't mean anything to anybody, but I just wanted to express that. Eric has gone into the mini closet to see if he can find one. So, the
Baylor?
Yep. Baylor, which is not to be confused with Baylor, which is...
Pit Fiend?
Pit Fiend! It was Pit Fiends.
Okay.
There were Pit Fiends and Baylors, and I feel like... What was the cow creatures? Yeah. I looked at the character art for this a lot. So this looks nothing like the mini that I said. I started this by saying I was wrong. But that's what I was thinking of. And that's a little bit lore. He looked like an ogre magi. There are many minis of that race. Maybe that's what it is. You're right. He does look very ogre-y. He's just red instead of the typical green. So.
Well, hold on. This is an ogre mage. This is a D&D Oni.
Ah. There are many minis of that race. Well, anywho.
All right.
A big jacked rock-bodied guy.
Yeah. Sit over there. Okay, last one from the Pathfinder stuff, and then I think we're at an hour for tonight. So we'll save the rest for another night.
We can save the rest. I just want to look at that book someday.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. All right. This is a pterodactyl thing. I'm trying to read it. Tamikan Kangamato predator.
Yep.
All right. I love this thing. I think it's hilarious, and I mean it would be terrifying coming chasing down. Look at the schnoz and the big fangs and the little teeth and the claws, and I imagine it moves just silently until it like wraps around you with everything. And it could even like torpedo into you, wrap around to knock you over.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so when Eric had the 3 large minis to the side, he was like, which one should we do last? And I picked this one because I thought it was a pterodactyl. And I love pterodactyls. But this is not a pterodactyl. No. This is another bird with teeth, baleen or not, and I don't like it.
You would know something about animals with teeth, birds with teeth. Your character.
Yeah, I'm a kenku, and I recently got turned into a giant shark by a menacing character, and as a result, I now have teeth, just like a shark. So I am a kenku with just a throat full of teeth.
Yep.
Which thankfully I don't have to look at or think about. It's funny, but I don't have to spend much time thinking about it.
Yeah, I don't think we've done anything with it, other than a couple of side comments.
Yeah, like it only happened like one session ago.
Here's a 2x4 to chew through.
I don't know when that would ever come up in a campaign where we have like weapons and stuff.
Yeah, maybe you don't have weapons. Maybe the ogre mage took them. Or another shark came and took them.
This is why it's not always helpful to have Eric as your DM. You know what I mean?
All right. Thanks for hanging out. Or do you have more to add?
I just have a brief story that I'd like to tell about our DM. As you may recall, we play with another couple, and they're amazing. And this past week was Eric's birthday, and we played on his birthday. And while it's Eric's turn to DM right now, our other friend DM'd so that Eric did a one-shot for us so that Eric could play on his own birthday. And then we had lemon cake, and it was very good. So the campaign, the one-off game that we played was themed around delivering a cake from a local baker to Lord Eric in his manor for his birthday. And I just thought that was so fun and creative. And I've never DM'd for a bajillion reasons. And one of them is like, that's so perfect and so cute and so simple of an adventure. But then our friend has a 3D printer, and he 3D printed shelves and shelves and shelves and set them all up in a room and described as like, we enter this room in Lord Eric's manor, and there are all these figures all around. They're not quite wood or metal, but they're everywhere. They're like tiny sculptures of different beasts and creatures.
Yeah.
And it was just so thoughtful and silly and fun. And he took the opportunity to talk about how beloved Lord Eric was and how he was like a good patron of the area and that he was kind and generous and just, it was really nice.
Yeah, I get lost in the details when I DM. I come up with incredibly robust systems.
He does.
I think good systems.
Yeah.
And all this hyper detail. But at the end of the day, if you sit down, are you going to have more fun in his game or my game? I'm going to have more fun in his game.
Well, you're biased in that. I have a really great time either way. I don't think, you can compare the two. But I just think being able to do something thoughtful and sweet in a D&D game for someone's birthday, but without being like cheesy. We didn't all have to go around and say something we love about Eric, which would have been fine, but like, you know what I mean? That's not for everybody. So I just thought it was really wonderful, and I wanted to talk about it. Yeah.
No, it was super duper great. And if you want to hear more about it, join us over at discord.gg/FryMinis. Also, so we got to close out the voting for the Treasure Hoard month. We are currently September, so that's Bestial Fury is our painting theme for FryMinis.com/SCPC, our Spud Club Painting Challenge. If you paint, pick a mini, paint it out, and maybe win some money if you do it. You don't have to do big scary monsters. The picture on it's just like a little puppy, so it's fun.
I like cute stuff. Decimation will tell ya.
Yeah, we've got more stuff we're going to go through later. But today, we're going to wrap it up because we got some cool plans tomorrow. See y'all later. Thanks for tuning in, and check out intotheam.com/FryMinis to help out the channel with some cool merch.
Thanks, I've missed you.
Thanks, bye. Boo, boo, boo. Bye.